Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you smashed up the likes. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Road to 10K, people, like I keep saying. Let me know who you thought your man of the match was, man. Let me know what you thought of my take on the game as well, right? Because Chelsea won, Leicester nil. You know, Chelsea picked up 3 points once again, you know, and we're climbing. We're climbing in that table because we're back into the top 4, 2 points behind Forest, who are now third. Obviously, we've got Arsenal next, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail this week. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the content that's coming. I'm going to make sure that there's going to be a lot of content coming out this week because that's a big game. Another big test coming up, right? Because as much as these guys have the ability, a lot of them, it's all up here, bro, right? When we face these bigger teams, our mentality has not been it. You know what I mean? And on today, I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter complaining about the performance. And listen, it weren't the best performance, but in attack, it wasn't the worst either. You know what I'm saying, right? If you watch a lot of teams other than Chelsea in the Prem, right? Even Liverpool, even Arsenal this season, right? They have a lot of games like today where they're not creating the best chances. Even Man City in their pomp, when they're winning all those games, they don't create the best chances. But the difference is they are clinical in front of goal, right? That is the main thing. Because today, in terms of how we were playing, Sancho was getting a lot of the ball as always, right? When he's playing on the wing, he looked a little bit more dynamic on that side, right? Early on in the game, I don't understand how Palmer doesn't get that given as a penalty, yeah? It reminded me of when we didn't get a penalty against Liverpool when Trent took out Sancho, yeah? This season, it honestly feels like refs have been told not to give Chelsea any penalties by some Arsenal fans somewhere, bro, right? Because of Palmer taking it, you know what I mean? And we'll talk about Palmer because today, he had an average performance. He missed his first penalty, professional penalty, right? And even when he was about to take that pen, I could see it in his face. You know what I mean? Because I was driving, I was on the way home, I was in passenger, doing a passenger, watching on my iPad, and I'm looking at his face and I'm like, yo, he's not looking confident at all, right? Not looking confident at all. Yeah. So right now, his confidence is on the floor. He just needs that one goal, that one assist to get him firing again. Yeah. Because he's looking at every game now and it's like, yo, this is 9 games now that I've blanked. This is unheard of from Cole Palmer. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So today I thought he had an average game, right? But overall, in terms of defensively, how we played, I thought defensively we were quite good, right? Tossing, Fofana especially coming back into the lineup. He was very, very good, especially playing out of position as well. I know most of the game we had the ball, we were building in the free, so he wasn't really playing at right back. He was playing more at right centre back. But in terms of just progressing with the ball, right? That's something that he wasn't really doing much before he got injured. You could see that he was trying to get used to his body, trying to get confident again. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's this fresh trim. I'm looking at Fofana. I'm like, yo, this is the Fofana that I was watching at Leicester. He's getting the ball. He's tight in his jewels. In the box as well. There was one cross that Leicester whipped in, right? He got his foot on the end of it. Brilliant anticipation there. Yeah. The rest of them, Tosin and Cole, I thought from the corners that Leicester had, they were dealing with everything in there. Because last season, if you guys remember, from every corner, it was a goal. Yeah. And I still have PTSD from that. But in recent weeks, when teams get corners, I'm like, yeah, it's going to get dealt with. Yeah. And that's props to Quaver. I think that's his name, the guy that the set piece coach that we brought in. And obviously the fact that we've got a little bit more height in the box. Yeah. I thought defensively, it wasn't a problem today. Sanchez, I know he had a mad moment where he just dived and him and Tosin done a little bit of a madness there. I don't know what the fuck Sanchez was doing. But you know, every single game, Sanchez is going to do something mad like that. Yeah. And on that decision as well to bring him in, I don't like this chopping and changing of keepers. Yeah. I honestly don't like it, bro. You got to let Jorgensen get a little bit more momentum, get a little bit more confidence, right? The last time he played, he got a clean sheet. I don't understand why he had to get changed today, you know? I know against Brighton, he let in a poor goal. I know against Villa, he let in, he was at fault to that goal that they scored, right? But overall, you let a guy build a little bit of momentum, bro. You can't be chopping and changing keepers all the time. Because what's going to happen next game? So what, you're telling me Jorgensen's been demoted again? You know what I mean? Doesn't really make sense to me, bro. But it is where it is. Sanchez wasn't at fault today, luckily, bro. So it is where it is. I thought his handling from some of the crosses was good. You know, and again, he didn't really have many shots to save. I think Vardy had a shot, which he sort of parried that was near post. Other than that, most of the shots were just rolling straight into his hands. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was a problem today, right? And again, defensively, I don't think it was a problem. Cucurella today, bro, in his jewels, yeah? This guy just oozes experience, bro. That's why I was telling people, don't sell your stocks with Cucurella. When we first brought this guy, people were saying, sell him. I said, bro, this guy was being touted by Man City, bro. Pep was trying to bring him in, and they didn't want to pay what we were willing to pay. But the season before we bought this guy, he was literally Brighton's player of the season, bro. I was watching this guy overlapping because people used to tell me Cuckoo doesn't know how to overlap. And I literally said to them, bro, it's the way we play with Poch. We're lopsided. When one side goes up on the right, the left side has to stay back. That's how we played with Poch. So you never really saw Cuckoo getting in those positions. It's not that he couldn't do it. It's the instruction he was getting from the manager, right? And now you're seeing us get a different instruction to actually go up, like what I was seeing at Brighton. He puts in some dangerous crosses, bro. Now he's actually trusting himself in front of goal, right? Because without that goal, the way we were playing today, the chances that we were creating, I don't know where we get the goal, bro. That's the criticism that I've got. We wasn't really creating many clear-cut chances. But like I've said, you appreciate these sort of wins today when you watch many other teams other than your own team, because there's so many games I can think of this season where like I said, Arsenal, Man City, these sort of teams that haven't been great in terms of the chance creation, but boom, they just take their chance quickly. Yeah, and then all of a sudden they've won. But people, if they haven't watched the game, they'll be looking at the result and doing result-based analysis. No, I don't watch the game like that, bro. I analyze results and I analyze performances. That's why I like watching other teams week in, week out to see what we can do to improve, right? And to see what other teams are doing that we're not doing, yeah? Because even like today, I'm seeing so many times our attackers are getting into positions to score, yeah? Where they can just take a snapshot. I gave an example of Gakpo. I can't remember the game that Gakpo scored where he took a quick snapshot. I think it was against Spurs, yeah? Took a quick snapshot on goal. That doesn't allow the keeper to settle in the goal. It doesn't allow the defenders to get back into position to block it, yeah? There's so many times I see Palmer, Neto, Sancho, they get the ball in a situation where it's like, yo, take a shot and just bang it. Don't let the keeper get his bearings, bro. But these guys, they get the chance to score. They see the opening. They take too many touches, and then by the time they shoot, block. By the time they shoot, the keeper's there, like, in the right position to get it, yeah? That's something that they need to learn, bro. Take your shots quicker. Take a quick snapshot. There's so many times where I used to see Hazard doing this, and it will just go in. Yeah, Salah does it as well, where he'll just quickly take a touch. Boom. The keeper's not expecting it, bro. Right? The likes of Sancho and that, they need to do it more. Shoot quicker, bro. Right? Shoot quicker. You know what I mean? But in terms of our midfield today, I thought Enzo Fernandez, another top performance, bro. This guy is just being a leader on the pitch. Today, obviously, he was a captain because Reece wasn't it wasn't well, you know. I don't know if it's an injury, but apparently he had a temperature and whatnot. Yeah. But this guy was everywhere, bro. I'm seeing him on the right. I'm seeing him dropping deep into the pivot to help Caicedo. I'm seeing him off the ball helping in terms of winning the ball back as well. I know there's a few times where Leicester were kind of running through our midfield. But, bro, when you're playing the way we're playing, trying to attack them and break down that low block that they had, you are going to have phases in the game where teams are running through you, bro. Yeah? Go watch, again, I keep referencing Arsenal because there's a lot of Chelsea fans that love to just suck these guys off. Yeah? When they played West Ham, they're trying to break down that low block. There was so many times where West Ham were just running through their midfield, even though they've got Declan Rice and that in there, because they had all the bodies in the final third. That's the risk that you take, bro, because you've got to score the goals, right? So I wasn't overly angry at that, because at the end of the day, if you want to push everyone forward, you're gonna give the opposition the chances to run through the midfield. It happens to Man City all the time, bro, and now it's even worse because they haven't got Rodri. That's why they've been conceding a lot more goals. But with Rodri, you normally see that they'll have people running at them and they'll just clatter a guy and win the ball back. Or they'll do the little pullbacks, the dark arts. That's what they like to do. You know what I mean? And Caicedo today as well, this guy's passing range is unbelievable. Yeah? The way he just clips it into the final third, the way he just pops it off, right? There's a couple times I need to see this guy shooting as well, bro, because there's a time where he's got space to shoot, just bang it. He doesn't do it. Yeah? But off the ball as well, the way he was winning the ball back today, considering that he's one yellow card away from missing 2 games, and our next game is against Arsenal, where we need physicality in the midfield, I thought he was very, very good today, bro. Very, very, mature. He just seems so mature this season. Him and Enzo Fernandez, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know they speak Spanish next to each other, bro. El hombre. You know what I mean? El hombre, come. You know what I'm saying, bro? I know they do all of that. Yeah? So he was very good today. But like I said, I thought Palmer today was just average, right? There was a time in the game where he was running with the ball. He could have just slipped it through to Neto. He tried to run with it, and then he shot late, like I was saying earlier. Yeah? Not good enough. Yeah? Neto up top. Listen, this guy makes centre-backs work. When you saw the lack of intensity from Cucurella today, just jogging towards the ball, yeah? Jogging, bro. As if the sun's touched him. Yeah? The difference is clear to see, bro. I'm seeing Neto with his little bandage running about, pressing, man, and now they're going backwards. Whereas with Nkunku, he just lets them play around him, and then they bring the ball forward, bro. They build up. Neto doesn't allow these guys to build up. Yeah, I don't think he had many opportunities to where he was really in dangerous situations like that. But in terms of the work rate from the front today, yeah, and on the ball as well, the way he was winning it back, just popping it off to people, it was very good, bro. That's something similar to what Jackson gives us. I think he actually even works harder than Jackson. He's similar to Gil when Gil plays up top. That's what you would be seeing from him as well. You know what I mean? So Neto, he can be happy with his performance. Obviously, he didn't get a goal and assist today, right? But like I said, Leicester were playing a low block. It wasn't as easy to create that many clear-cut chances today. There's a few times in the box where we had a few drop balls and whatnot. Again, you have to be clinical in these sort of games, bro. That's why I always tell people, try watch other teams, bro. It's not just us that have games like today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thought again, Neto can go away today and be happy with his performance. But yeah, like I said, Nkunku, poor. I thought George when he came on, I thought he added a little bit more energy on that side. He was good defensively as well. He was tracking back and whatnot. I really liked the in-game management from Maresca to bring on an extra centre back as well, because I feel like in so many games this season, that's something he could have done to see out more games, right? Because our defense ain't the greatest, and especially without Fofana recently, just add someone extra, bro. Yeah, he had Josh at right back, then Chalobah, Tosin, and Levi there. Yeah, it made it a lot harder for Leicester to do something, because towards the end of the game, they threw on their attackers. They threw on Mavididi. They threw on Reed. Yeah, these guys haven't scored since they played Spurs in January. But bro, we are Charity EFC. We like to break these poor records that teams have. You know what I mean? So I thought it was good management from Maresca there, because as much as they're Leicester and they're going to get relegated, this is the Prem. All Vardy needs is just one clear-cut chance, and it's Vardy! Yeah? Or Mavididi to just cut in where Chalobah's playing and just bang it in like what he did when we played them in the FA Cup against fucking Gusto, if you guys remember. He just bended it. Yeah? So I thought that was good management from Maresca, right? But listen, we move, man. We move, yeah, because we needed those 3 points. Now I can just sit back and watch this United Arsenal game. I know it's a nothing game really. But you know, it is where it is. Obviously, Man City lost yesterday. Bournemouth have dropped points today, like I said. Newcastle, they're now what, they're 9th. You know what I'm saying? We'll create a little bit of a gap there. Villa, so they're on 45 points right now. But listen, we're in a good position now, leading up to the game against Arsenal. We've got people coming back. Like I said, we've got some tougher games coming up. But we move. We move, bruv. But listen, people, let me know what you thought about my thoughts today, man. Let me know who your man of the match was. For me, definitely Cucurella. This guy, man, he's becoming a fan favorite. And I'm so happy, because I remember when he was being booed off the pitch, and it made me feel sick, because this is actually a player that I was jealous that Man City were going to sign. I said, yo, Chelsea should be going in for this guy, bro. And I was happy when we signed him. Yeah. But in a bit, people. Bless. Love.